Hello there, Ray here, and welcome back to ProtoSky, the most extreme Nether Skyblock. Starting with just a single block, we see the true limits of what Minecraft can offer. Without any added features to the vanilla game, we have accomplished an insane amount. So if you guys are new to the series, make sure to watch it from the beginning with the link down below. In the last episode, we went ahead and tried to obtain every single type of tipped arrow. We're getting them all through villager trading because we cannot actually get all the different types of potions since we don't actually have any nether wart, which is typically obtained by finding it in structures, which we don't actually have any of. We only need 6 more tipped arrow types in order to obtain them all. So let's get these and then we'll see which ones are left on ProtoSky to obtain. Strength 2 arrows acquired. Let's go put these in. These go right here, leaving only 5 left. Poison tipped arrows are sold by this guy. We've got the poison up here, and that should finish off the whole poison collection. Now we only have 4 left. The health 2 guy was found. Let's add that to our collection. We shift click it doesn't go in, and that is because it goes right here, finishing off the instant health. Now we only got the second one of instant damage, so instant damage 2 and regen 2. Got the regen 2 guy. Let's get our arrows. They don't stack with any other stacks. Let's go ahead and put them in that slot there. So now we have the entire row of regen. Now we only need to get slowness 2 as well as instant damage 2. What is this new building? These do not take much. Thanks. Oh, wow. This is like how to get all the different cool stuff, all the enchantments. A whole building just dedicated to enchantments. I've never seen something so outrageous before. This is just amazing. That's crazy. Designed by Hunsinger, the library of enchanted books. Dang! Okay, big thanks to Hunsinger. Now anybody who needs like some tool or something can easily come here. That's really cool. It's right by our villager place. The stronger slowness potion, this is slowness 4, but only lasts for 2 seconds. This one goes right beside the rest of them, completing the entire slowness category. So now we only have the instant 2 that we're looking for. All the flint is just space holders. Let's try to get this last one, and then we should be completed for all the tipped arrows that we can obtain. Let's get ourselves some more villagers so we can get some more Fletchers. The last villager that we need, which is the instant damage 2 guy. Finally, we can complete this, put that in there. Instant 2, right beside the instant damage 1. Now we got every single tipped arrow possible. We had to get them through villagers because we couldn't get all of them through the raid farm. And the only one we can't get is the luck arrow, which can only be obtained during a snapshot. With these 27 unique items obtained, there's not much left we can get on ProtoSky. Let's see what's left. Now the guys have been checking the wandering traders for unique trades, and they actually got something that we haven't got before, which is the acacia saplings. So we can check those off, and we can go ahead and actually grow these up. That way we can get more saplings as well as actually get some of the other materials and other blocks. So there we go. And by chopping this down, we actually get the acacia logs, which can make all the different types of acacia wood stuff. We can use the fortune hoe to get more saplings, and the silk touch to grab the leaves. So now we got another new item. With the acacia obtained, that means we acquired every single type of tree that's possible through the wandering traders. That means the only thing left that we need to get from these guys is the bubble coral, as well as a horn coral, and the red sand. Now one thing we haven't got yet is all the different types of terracotta blocks. Typically we get these from mining a mesa, but it's a complete void here, so we don't got none of that stuff. You could trade villagers and get all the different types from masons, because they do sell all the different colors as well as all the different glaze types. But that would be a lot of villager trading. Alternatively, we can just use my Hero of the Village raid farm here. And we have some masons that are inside of here. And with the Hero Village effect, these guys will give you gifts, and the gifts that they give is clay blocks. It's a really underused mechanic in the game, but it's really nice because you could just run the farm and in the meantime you'll be getting extra materials. These clay blocks can also be broken down into clay balls and turned into bricks. So let's take these clay blocks and smelt them down to terracotta. So I smelted the clay down into terracotta. Now we can't even get clay blocks any other way, like we don't have any swamps that we could dig those up in. But with the terracottas, we should be able to dye these. And I got all the different dyes that we could get access to. Majority of these just come from our flower farm, where the black dye comes from the wither rose farm. So we're trying to make one of each block, and it's going to take 8 terracotta. We did light blue. Here's purple, pink, cyan, orange, yellow, black, green, magenta, light gray, blue, gray, which looks kind of brownish, lime green, white, red, And the last one we could do is gray terracotta. Now, one terracotta that we cannot color up is the brown terracotta. That's because we can't get the brown color because that comes from cocoa beans. The only way we could get cocoa bean is from a jungle biome, but we don't have those because all our blocks are removed in our world. In Bedrock Edition, you could fish up cocoa beans, but in Java, we don't have that. That means we're going to have to get the brown terracotta from a villager trade. So we're now over at the villagers. Let's take a look at the trades that they have, and let's get that brown terracotta so we can finish off the entire terracotta collection. So we could have got all the different clay from here as well as the glazed one, but it's just so much easier to get it from the raid farm AFK. Let's go ahead and grab this brown terracotta, and we'll go ahead and smelt it down to the glaze as well as all the other types. So I got smelted up the black glazed terracotta. We also got magenta, purple, light blue, light gray, gray, white, lime, orange, red, pink, yellow, blue, green, cyan, and brown. Now we got every single color of terracotta as well as glazed terracotta, completing a total of 32 new items. We got a few more things that we need to get from the Wandering Trader. So let's head over to the Wandering Trader farm to see if we have any new trades. I was told we have some new Wandering Traders for new items, and yep, there it is. We have red sand. That's amazing. Let's get some emeralds. Let's purchase a bunch of that. And with this red sand, we can make all the different types of red sandstone. Another new item off of the Wandering Traders. What else we got? We already got all that. We got that. We got all those. Got that. Oh, this guy. He sells the bubble coral. Grab a bunch of that. And if we would drop one of these down and let it die, we just got ourselves 2 more new blocks. That means the last thing we need for the Wandering Traders is to get the tube coral, which is the blue one. And then we'll be completely done with these guys. Terracotta is not the only thing that can be colored. The guys also built up an automatic sheep farm, so we can get all the different types of colored wool. Let's go check that out. Ah, sheep farm. Hey, look at all the colored sheep. All the colors. Nice little setup here. And then over here is the automated one by SAG. They got sheep in there. They got tons and tons of grass around them. Eat the grass. And then they slowly make their way around through the entire system. Then there is a dispenser that shears them. There's a dispenser down there. They're getting sheared. All the wool is going down below, collected. All the colors. That's a really cool setup. Right here is a minecart to restock all the shears. That is nice. And because brown sheep will naturally spawn into the game, we can actually get brown wool as well. So with this farm, we're able to get all 16 colors of wool, and each of these colors can be turned into their own banner, bed, as well as carpet variation. That's a total of 64 unique items. We're back out here at the Wandering Trader farm looking for the last guy, and there he is. Still got some more of these blue tube coral to sell to us, which is amazing. With this item here, if we place it down, we'll get the dead variation, and that should be the very end of having to trade with Wandering Traders. It's crazy to think that it all started out just trying to trade these guys for some podzol so we could get more emeralds to actually purchase all the other stuff, and they really actually kicked off our entire world here at ProtoSky. So it's a bit sad to no longer need these guys, but it feels amazing to complete the entire list of their trades. We got more items to collect, but let's first check out the game district. We are here at the game district. We got a couple builds. We did check out the super spleef. There's also magic maze, which is crazy looking. Okay, let's give magic maze a try. Fill our stuff into the boxes here. Maybe I should bring something that can kill me in case I get stuck. You guys ready? Go check out this maze. Oh, I really like the whole dripping thing. The crying obsidian kind of makes the particles drip, and like just the texture of it is kind of mesmerizing. But it is broken up into like quadrants. Like this block here is the outside, so you can kind of get a reference. Like I'm going on around the outside of it and breaking into new quadrants. I wonder, do you have to go to every single quadrant to get out of here? I did hear quite a few people get stuck in here and they couldn't escape. Oh, is every quadrant kind of like its own little maze? I think if I stay around the outside, I should be able to make it. I found somebody. 9 is in here. Do you figure out how to get out of here? Try to use a tactic or stay to the outside. So far, I've just been going on like through all these different rooms, staying at the outside. I think we're getting really close to the entrance now. Don't know if I want to go over that way though. Oh, I guess I do have to go that way. Something with mazes, I'm actually really good at keeping my cardinal directions. I don't know. There's something I knack for. Oh, you actually have to go back into the other mazes? Oh wow, yeah. Actually have to go back into the maze in order to get out. Oh wow. So I think I actually did pretty good. I don't know, I just have a really good sense of cardinal directions and really helpful. But very cool maze. I think that would definitely confuse most people. Very cool minigame. I think a lot of people played it and really enjoyed it. Earlier I talked about why we could not get all types of potions. Let's take a look at exactly which ones we cannot obtain and which ones we can. So first off, we can get some potions from killing witches while they're holding these potions to drink themselves. There's a chance that they'll actually drop them as an item. If they're damaged, they'll drink the instant health 1. If they're on fire, they'll drink fire resistance. If they're underwater, they'll drink the water breathing. And if the player is too far away from them, they'll drink speed. So right off the bat, we got 4 different types of potions to work with. We also can get a regular water bottle, but even though we don't have nether wart, we can still use brewing stands. And with some blaze powder and a glowstone, we can get a different type of potion, producing a thick potion. With gunpowder, we can turn this into a splash potion that's thick. And with the dragon's breath that we collected earlier, we can convert this splash potion into a lingering thick potion. Now we can get different types of potions if we start with water, but instead we put spider eye up here at the top. This makes mundane potions. Gunpowder gets us splash mundane, and dragon breath gets us the lingering type. We can also turn our water bottles into splash water bottles, and the splash bottle into a lingering potion. Now, despite us not having nether wart, there is another option for us to make a potion, and that is using a fermented spider eye. So for this, we just need sugar from our witch farm, spider eye from our mob farm, and a brown mushroom from our wandering trader. So with this added to the brewing stand, we get weakness potion. Gunpowder gives us the splash weakness, and dragon breath the lingering. But with this weakness potion, we can also put in redstone, which makes the duration longer. One way I remember this is that redstone line has a signal strength of like 0 to 16. So I remember the dust always makes the timing longer, like redstone dust can be longer. So this bumps it up to 4 minutes. This longer potion is a different type, so we can go ahead and turn it into a splash potion, as well as a lingering potion. So this is what our chest looks like currently, but we do have those witch potions that we talked about earlier, and we can actually turn these into different variations, just like we did with the weakness ones. So the witch's fire resistance can be turned into a splash one, and a lingering one. So besides the default time, we can also come in and make them have longer times with redstone. So from 3 minutes all the way up to 8 minutes. We'll have those as splash as well, and into lingering. We can do a similar thing with the witch's water breathing, first turning it into splash, then lingering. But we can also use redstone to extend the time from 3 minutes up to 8 minutes. Then the longer time ones can be made into splash and lingering. Let's do the same thing with the witch's potions of swiftness, which give you speed. First we're going to make the splash variation, then the lingering. We'll put these guys in here. Now we need to get the swiftness potion, but the longer timed ones. We'll do that with our redstone dust. Now with these, we can get the splash variations. Then we can go after the dragon's breath lingering type. Now with those, we should be able to finish off the default as well as the longer variations. So with the witch's instant health, we can go ahead and convert some of them over into the splash potions. So now we got splash potions of healing, and those can be converted into the lingering potion of healing. So now we got a total of 3 more new types of items here. Now we also got instant health potions from the witch, but if we put redstone in here, we can't actually make these a longer time because they're instant. There is no time effect. But besides being made longer durations, potions can be made stronger using a glowstone dust. Sorry, instant healing got turned to instant healing 2, which gives you more healing. With gunpowder, we can make the healing 2 into splashing, and also the lingering type. So we got 3 more, and this is what it currently looks like. But we can also go back and do the same thing to our previous potion types, where we make them stronger using the glowstone. But this doesn't work on all potions, as it doesn't work on potions that once you get the effect, it already helps you, such as like fire resistance. Once you get fire resistance, it doesn't matter if you have like fire resistance 2, it wouldn't help you anymore. You're already resistant to fire. Same with water breathing, you're already able to breathe underneath water. So there's no such thing as a water breathing 2 potion. And this also applies to weakness. So the only one we can actually do is the speed potion. So let's make it stronger with the glowstone. That becomes speed 2, then into splash, and lastly into lingering. Now we can also get invisibility potions from wandering traders. As they drink them, there's a chance if you kill them, you'll also get those potions that they're holding. So we're here at our wandering trader farm, and we got a bunch of them over here in the overworld, because when it turns night, they will then try to go invisible. This is also how you could farm up buckets of milk, or actually just get the buckets. Got our looting 3 sword here. Let's use some of our poison arrows to get these guys down to low health. Also make it easier for us to kill them once they start drinking their potions. So the sun is going down and we should be ready to kill them. There they go, and let's go ahead and kill them. And we got some invisibility potions. So I got a few more invisibility potions at the other wandering trader farm. And with them, we can go ahead and convert them into splash with the gunpowder, then into lingering. But we can also make the invisibility potions last longer with redstone. So now it's 8 minute, and then we can make splash out of those, as well as the lingering type. So now we can go ahead into our chest and put these in there. So now you can see we got 6 more potion types with invisibility added. We can't get stronger invisibility because once you're invisible, you can't become more invisible. So these are all the potion types that we have currently. Now the reason we were able to make weakness potions using fermented spider eyes is because we turned a normal water potion into a corrupted one, which is weakness. But we can actually do this with other potion types. So if we just try some other ones, such as like speed, you can see it actually starts to brew. So let's go ahead and put those in there. So speed turns into slowness. Then we can make a splash variation as well as a lingering. Now we have a completely new type of potion to go inside of here, but this new potion type can also be made to last longer by using redstone. This changes the time from 1:30 all the way up to 4 minutes. And of course we'll also get our splash variation and our lingering for the longer time. So now we got a full chest worth of potions. But a slowness potion can also be made stronger. So let's just slowness 1. And using the glowstone, we can get all the way up to slowness 2, which makes you slower but doesn't last as long. We'll also get the splash variation. And lastly, the lingering type. And that should complete all the different types of slowness. But our healing potions can also be corrupted using fermented spider eyes. The opposite of healing turns into damage. We can turn those into the throwable kind and the dragon breath kind. Now the instant damage cannot be made longer because it's instant just like the health, but we can come in with the glowstone and make it stronger. Now we have instant damage too. Now the stronger type can be throwable as well as lingering. So let's put these 3 new potions into the chest. Now let's check our chart to see if there's any other ones that we can make. So we did these over here. We did the normal water as well as the mundane and thick. We also did the weakness types. We also did our swiftness types, and we corrupted those down into the slowness types. Now there's currently no way to like rejuvenate the potion once it's been corrupted. We're not able to get like leaping potion because if we follow that one backwards, we need our nether wart to make the aqua potion. We also can't get our strength potion because of that, but we were able to get healing through our witches as well as corrupt those into the harming potions. We can't get the poison potions, even though witches can throw poison potions. We also can't get regen potions, but we were able to get the fire resistance through the witches as well as the water breathing. We also got the invisibility from the wandering trader, but there's no way for us to rejuvenate that in order to get the night vision, so we can't get that one. We also can't get the turtle master or the slow falling because those all need awkward potions. So in potions alone, we just have gained ourselves an additional 63 new items. To understand what items we can get, it helps to understand which ones we cannot get. Now there's quite a few items as well as entities that we cannot obtain in the strict limitations of ProtoSky, and some things aren't renewable. So let's look at why exactly we can't get these. Now elytras as well as shulkers can be obtained in our world. Because when we made the mod, we specifically had it not delete any shulkers that are at end cities or item frames with elytras in them in end cities. But all other entities in the world would get deleted upon the game removing the blocks to make the void. Because of this, we couldn't actually like use flying machines to push out and grab an Elder Guardian or grab mushrooms from a mushroom biome, and since we don't got mycelium, there's no way to actually get them to spawn in because they don't spawn on grass anymore. The brutes which come from bastions are deleted as entities. Shulkers are an exception. We don't get cave spiders because spawners are deleted with all blocks. That's the only way you can get those guys. Silverfish is another thing we can't get because we don't got the spawners, and we also don't have any blocks in the world that are infested. Now, even though shulkers as well as elytras are the exception, meaning that we can get these, they are non-renewable, meaning we can't get infinite amounts of them. Same thing applies to the dragon egg. Can't get one of them. Let's use my dragon egg generator. Now, Pigstep is a new disk that came out that only can be found in bastions. Of course, all our chests as well as the structures are removed in ProtoSky, so we don't have access to that. Same thing for the banner that is Snout, which is also found in chests. We also can't get the banner thing and that's typically obtained by crafting it, but it takes a notch apple, which comes from chest, which we don't have, and a normal apple doesn't work. Now we can't get all the other types of banners because they are craftable using creeper heads, flowers, wither skulls, or purchasing from a villager. Heart of the Sea is a item only from treasure loot, which we don't have chests for. Same thing for the enchanted golden apple. Since we don't have elder guardians, we can't get either of the sponge types. Now, kind of an interesting one is the diamonds. We can get all the diamond gear from the villagers, as you've seen, but we can't actually get the diamond items because those come from chests or ores, or making those into blocks. Because diamonds are also used in order to make a jukebox, we can't get those, and we also can't get the enchantment, which uses diamonds. Conduit needs a Heart of Sea to craft, so therefore we can't get that. Now, we can't get dragon heads either because all blocks are removed, and these are on end ships in end cities. Can't get cobwebs because they come from structures. We do have one lava source, which we start the world out with, as there's no other way to obtain your initial lava source. There's things that will buy lava, but there's nothing that will actually sell you lava. And because we played at 1.16, we didn't have dripstone to make more lava sources, so it's non-renewable. Horse armor is all obtained from chests, which we don't have. Another weird one is actually the sweet berries. We can't actually get this from any villagers or wandering traders. Villagers will buy them, but they won't sell them. This one actually surprised me. One we talked about before is the cocoa bean, which you get from the actual trees, and we can't get any other way. Dead bushes is another kind of odd one where you get from collecting them in different biomes or in chests. Also, the two tall flower types, none of these can be obtained because all these have to be found naturally in biomes and not actually purchased from any traders. As we talked about earlier, we can't get nether wart, so we can't actually rate any of the red nether brick because that uses that for crafting. We only have our initial crimson nilium, so we're not able to actually get more nether rack. If we killed our nilium, we could get nether rack, but it wouldn't be renewable. And we only start out with a single crimson nilium, and that's how I wanted the game to start out, really limited, and that's the reason why I didn't have any of the warped nilium in our world at the start. And since we don't have it at the start, means we can't create any of it, which means we also don't have access to all of the warped variations of woods as well as vegetations. As I mentioned earlier, we don't actually have any mycelium because that can only be obtained from the actual Mushroom Islands. Now we can also obtain the tall grass or fern. These can actually be obtained in survival, but only through looting villager chests. Now we can get renewable amounts of endstone from summoning a dragon. We can't actually get the chorus plants, meaning we can't get all the different variations of coral as well as their block types, including the end rod. Of course, since we don't have any blocks in the world, it means we can't get access to any of the ores. There's no way to like craft these using the ingots that we typically get from other farms. Of course, all ores include the ancient debris, meaning that we can't get the netherite scrap, the ingots, the blocks, or anything that's needed to craft it, including lodestone as well as all of the netherite tools. That's why we just had diamond tools as well as armor the entire time. In the potion category, there is 3 types of aqua potions that we can't get. All 9 leaping, as well as 9 types of regeneration. There's also 9 strength that we can't get, and all 9 poison types, all 6 night vision types, since there's no night vision 2, all 9 types of turtle master we can't get, and lastly, all 6 types of slow falling. So quite a bit of stuff we can't get in 1.16 ProtoSky. That means if you have seen every single ProtoSky episode, you have also seen how we have acquired every item possible with such an extreme start. Over 11 years ago, when Skyblock first picked up in popularity, I wanted to play it, but I wanted to play it as my version that I envisioned, where you would actually start out with the fewest amount of blocks, while still being able to reach the majority of items possible in the game. So after years of planning and theory crafting, it feels so amazing to be able to have created and played this challenging world. But an extreme style of Skyblock is not my only childhood dream. The next challenge I will be embarking is an extreme version of SkyGrid, known as RaysGrid. Just like ProtoSky, this will be a new series on my YouTube channel, and if you're a supporter of mine through Patreon, you'll be able to play on here with me. Unlike ProtoSky, in RaysGrid, technically every item, block, and mob is possible to obtain. I'll get into all the details about this new challenge in its own video, so subs so don't miss that. I had so much fun doing this challenge, and I hope you enjoyed it too. And it's all thanks to your guys' support through liking and sharing that I'm able to do these, so I'm hoping to be able to do many more of these in the future. I would like to thank all you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in RaysGrid. Bye bye!